When people think of e-commerce, they always think of physical products, literally shipping products from one destination to another, maybe drop shipping, maybe Amazon FBA, but hardly do they ever think of digital products as e-commerce. However, digital products are extremely advantageous for so many different reasons. The main ones being that you have to spend $0 fulfilling these orders and they can get fulfilled instantly. So, in today's video, what I want to do is something a little bit different. I talk a lot about e-commerce on this channel, but in today's video, I want to dive deep into the world of digital products. And I want to showcase Whop because Whop is actually an innovative platform that a lot of people are taking advantage of in order to build their digital product businesses, but not a lot of people are doing it in the way that I'm about to show you. So it's an incredible opportunity for anybody out there looking to grow their business. So let's get right into it. First, what I want to do is show you a couple different examples of stores that sell digital products on Shopify and then link it all the way to Whop. And then I'm actually going to dive into building a Whop so you can see how easy it actually is. So first of all, here's a store by this guy named Brandon Anderson, right? And he's producing $5 million, 5 million monthly visitors and an estimated $4.3 million through his Shopify store selling books. So this guy is selling all sorts of fantasy books. He's very well known and his store is totally crushing it, right? Now, this is a great example of someone who could totally print on Whop, right? Because on Whop, what he could do is tie in some of these digital products to a digital community, right? So that's one of the best things about Whop is that you can actually build a digital community around it. So if we look at here, for example, we can see all kinds of different communities and people are mainly teaching things here on Whop so you can learn a skill or you can simply join communities, right? That's another big one. So for example, Athletic Greens, you can kind of join their marketplace. It's pretty interesting, actually. What you can do here, you can do a lot of different things through it. So here's a great idea, right? If you have some sort of book or some sort of fan base that's buying your digital products, you can not only host your digital products on Whop, but you can also upsell those people into your community or any really custom app that you want to make for them. So really, really cool. Now, here's another great example. This is a supplement store in the fitness niche. And these guys are selling a ton of ebooks, right, on their Shopify store. And these are actually pretty simple. So nuclear arm workouts, dieting, muscle building nutrition. This one is pretty good. That's a very specific subject. And I definitely think the more specific you can get at the beginning, the more success you're going to have. These could be put into their own Whop as well. And they can be sold pretty seamlessly with monthly recurring commissions. So here's, for example, another one similar to that. So this guy is selling a 6-figure fitness coaching business, right? So he teaches people how to sell coaching. Pretty interested, and he charges $300 a month or $1,000 a year. Very cool. And as you see, he's selling all kinds of products in here, all through the power of Whop. It's really cool. Now, let me show you actually how you could do this yourself, right? Because that's most likely why you clicked on this video, and it's most likely the opportunity that's going to help you actually build a successful business. So I'm actually going to dive into my phone here, and I'll put it up on the screen in one way or another so we can do this together. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you exactly how you could create one of these Whops. So what I want to do is create a Whop around this trend right here. So if we look at Google Trends, I already kind of thought about this a little bit. So let me think about longevity. I want to create a longevity community because if we look at this trend, it's starting to really rise. Biohacking is another one of these kinds of trends. It's similar in the same category. So I want to create a biohacking community. I want to talk about how people can biohack, but I want to make it specifically for entrepreneurs, right? I want to niche down a little bit so that, okay, hold on. My phone stopped recording. So let me go back here. Let me go back and let's actually get started with this community, right? So the first thing we want to do is create the community. So all we got to do is click sign up. And then what we can do is we'll just, I'll add some random email. And then what we'll do here is we'll click sell on Whop, right? So do you already have a business? No, but I want to start selling. What do you like? Community access. So what would you like to sell, right? In this case, I want to sell community access. That's one of the things that we can sell, but we can also sell digital products. So actually, you know what? Let's go with digital content. And then what we want to do is we can look for a template. So in this case, what do we want to do? We want to start, let's see if we find the exact one that we want. Restaurant, e-commerce. There's so many different things that you can do here. It's pretty amazing. So let's just go with a gym one, a gym template, just so we can kind of speed up the process here. We know longevity and biohacking is relevant to exercise. That's actually one of the biohacking principles. So as you see, it's building our store, which is awesome. Okay, so now that we have our Whop community here, you can see the Whop name up top. Now, one way that you can find a really good name is through using an app called Namelix. So here we can do biohacking for entrepreneurs, right? So we can say all styles, and let's see what it comes up with. Boom. Wilder Way, My Elixir. These are all amazing names with really good branding already into them. So as you see, we got our store, our Whop store. So you just basically start setting your store up. You can review your store, and this is actually a lot easier than creating a Shopify store. So as you see, climb, connect, and grow, gym access, social activities. It already preset a lot of this stuff, which is really cool. And then, of course, you can just simply edit it to match whatever branding you want. And then you can start including some of the apps that, your customers may like. So this is what's really cool about the robustness of Whop, is that as opposed to just a Shopify ebook store, right? You can actually, when people buy this, you can have an announcements page. You can have, social events, a help desk, all within the same category or within the same Whop. So yeah, really cool stuff that you can do here. Now, what's really crazy about Whop is that similar to Shopify, how on Shopify you have your Shopify payments in the back end, Whop has its own payment processor, so you can pay out your team members. You can send custom invoices to people. So let's say, people are buying your biohacking book, right? But you also want to sell one-on-one coaching. You can send them an invoice link for that specifically through Whop, all through Whop. And again, you can sell low ticket stuff on Whop, low ticket subscriptions, ebooks, or you could sell high ticket stuff, right? Some people here, for example, this YouTube dojo page is charging $500 for a course, but right here, this editor guy's making a free course, right? Or a free community. So there's really no rules to this. You can get creative and charge however much you want. What I would recommend, of course, is really to capitalize on a trend the same way that we do with e-commerce, and the same way that you would build a Shopify store, and even the same way that you would promote a branded dropshipping product, right? Through Facebook ads, through TikTok organic content. And actually, Whop does have a Meta Ads integration. It's really easy to set up the conversion API for Facebook ads to Whop. So I definitely suggest you test this out. It's literally like Shopify and the Shopify app ecosystem, right? Where you can download apps for your Shopify store and everything, but specifically catered towards digital products. So that's the main purpose of this video, really, is to help all of you that want to sell digital products. If we actually look at that trend, let's take a look. Digital products. This one is also totally booming. So two trends that you can capitalize on. And again, if you've struggled with e-commerce in particular, I highly suggest that you test out some form of digital product, because maybe one of the things that has held you back is not creating the business, but it's the logistical side of it, right? The sending orders out, bad quality products, etc. Now with ChatGPT, also you can write a ton of incredible digital product content. So I highly suggest that you do that too, and get creative. Get creative with your niche. Make sure that you're exploring the different apps that you can use on Whop. I feel like getting into Whop right now is like getting into Shopify back in 2016, right? Because there's been $500 million spent on Whop so far, as you see right here, $500 million. But think about how much money has been spent on Shopify. It's literally billions and billions, hundreds of billions, even $1 trillion most likely at this point. So it's really just the beginning for Whop. And like I mentioned, I do see a massive opportunity in tapping into other niches that are not so popular in Whop yet. So as you see in Whop, it's very much a lot of make money online stuff, But there are so many niches and communities that you could create and digital products that you could create outside of the make money online niche. For example, things that mom would enjoy, right? How to be a better mom, how to be a better wife, or how to be a better husband, how to provide for your family as a man, some ideas, right, on how you can provide for your family. These kinds of things are a lot more emotionally driven. And you can get inspired by some of the stores here that you see on Whop, but I highly suggest that you get creative and you apply all these principles that we covered today in order to build your Whop successfully. So shout out to the team at Whop. I really love what they're building. And again, as I said, I think it's just the beginning. So definitely make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you start messing around with it. It's actually a bit easier to use than Shopify. And that's why I think it's a great beginner vehicle for a lot of you. And also because you don't have to figure out the logistical back end of e-commerce. Although e-commerce is still amazing, we're always building stores with our team. But we also do have a Whop because it's a great place to host a community. It's a great place to just have people in one place that you can communicate with. There's so much customizability in it. You can create digital products, courses, you can have apps, community building, masterminds, all the things that we shared in this video. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.